What's up everyone, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here at the review for you of the Sonos ZonePlayer S5. This pretty high performance wireless music system is going to run you $399. So this is a review unit sent from Sonos. If you'll bear with me, I'm going to get a bit geeky with you and go through some of the specs on the device. So since it is a speaker system, you want to know what sort of speakers it's got in it. It's got a 5-driver speaker system, including 2 tweeters, 2 3-inch mid-range drivers, 1 3.5-inch woofer, and each driver of the Sonos system is individually powered by a dedicated amplifier. As you guys will hear in a few minutes, you can really hear the speakers and hear the quality of the music coming from such a small device. They say that it's got crystal clear room-filling sound, and I was a bit skeptical. I've got a pretty large room here, and this device does a very nice job with it. So let me walk you a bit around it and I'll show you some of the cool features, and especially nice about this is how the software interacts with the hardware. So it's very clean on the front. You've got the speaker grill, you've got a mute button and a volume up and down on the top. And this is of course a networked device. On the back, there's really not much to see there either. You've got audio in and some audio out, Ethernet ports, and power, and that's about it, and a handle. It's not the lightest device in the world. Certainly it's able to be moved with one hand. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the software and the ways that you can interact with the Sonos S5 music system. Alright guys, so let me give you an example of the Sonos desktop software that comes bundled with your music player, compatible for both Mac or PC, running here on a Mac. Essentially what it does, it'll import all your music from iTunes or whatever music player that you use. If you've got music stored on your hard drive or an external drive, it'll import it in. It took about 3 or 4 minutes to pull in about 6 gigs of music for me, so you can do that math accordingly. It'll open your library and it'll look just like it would in iTunes, whatever player you use. You can go ahead and view all of your different artists and sort of pick one that you like. So let's say you want to get pumped up, listen to some Eye of the Tiger. You go ahead and just hit play, and of course it'll play on the Sonos system in whatever room of your home it is. Now you get to import your albums, your genres, even your playlists. You can create on-the-go playlists here in the Sonos player by taking advantage of that Add to Queue button down below. So there are a few other cool services that you get here, and of course you can see that you can do shuffle, loop back, keep playing if you're having a dinner party and you want to keep playing classical music, and you've got all those options here. Some additional music services. You get Last.fm. You can also get access to Sirius Satellite Radio, the internet stream, by their Even More button. If you want to make your own playlist, they'll show up right here. And you have access to certain internet radio shows, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a few minutes, in addition to some of the line-in options. So it works very well, just as you'd expect. To go ahead and hit play, and it just starts playing. You can control the volume right from here as well. But this isn't the only way to control your Sonos music, and I want to give you an example of how the music quality actually sounds on the player. So let's go ahead and go mobile. So one of the cooler ways to interact with your Sonos player is its built-in and free iPhone application, and just download it from the App Store. So let me go ahead and launch it and show you what you're going to get. And I've got the Sonos player directly behind us, about 2 feet away, so you'll be able to hear what the music sounds like. So go ahead and open it up. Launches a player. And let's go ahead and back out of this and view music. This is what your main menu is going to look like when you launch it for the first time. Setting it up is just as simple as pressing the volume up button and the mute button on your Sonos player, and that sets the pairing. So you can view your music library, which we'll go to right away, and I'll show you some of these other options here as well. The music library looks about what you'd expect it to look like. Just as it did on the desktop, you can view your albums, artists, and what have you. Let's go ahead and we'll jump to artists. We'll pick sort of a random artist here. Let's go ahead and pick Green Day, for example. So 21st Century Breakdown. It also is pulling in the album art if it's available. And we'll go ahead and just pick a song very quickly and I'll play it so you can hear what this sounds like, but so I don't get busted any sort of weird copyright stuff. So you can click it and you do play now, you can play next, you can create a queue, add it to your queue. So if you're having, again, a dinner party or a party or people over and you want to sort of make a playlist as you go, or someone wants to hear a song that you know you have stored on your computer, this is a great way to get to it. So we'll just go ahead and play it now. And it starts to play immediately. Control the volume right from here. Go fast forward just a bit. You can view the scrubber. Now the video is not going to do justice to the player. The quality of the microphone just isn't as professional grade as the Sonos would probably really justify. It fills up a room very nicely. It's got nice, rich, deep sound. It doesn't sound tinny like you get when you're blaring sort of crappy speakers on a high volume. It's got a very deep sound. I'd say it's definitely on par with the Bose offerings. So let me show you some of the other options that you're going to get with the player here. I'll go back to music. You get access to a ton of internet radio shows as well. So you can go ahead and view them really by a few different ways. Let's go to talk radio, for example. And let's go to news. Now you've got, say you want to listen to traffic. You've got a lot of shows you can listen to here. We'll go ahead and view, let's say, all stations. Now we'll go back and let's view all shows. So you can view a lot of shows that are playing right now. There are a ton. You go ahead and just click them and they will start playing. I guess it's nice if you're sitting on the couch and you want to sort of listen to these. Go ahead and get started. It takes a minute for the stream to start and then you will be off. So there it goes. It's playing. Clearly not traffic, however. It's classical music. These are not labeled properly, and I found this in a lot of them. There's 70s music and the ones labeled 90s rock and traffic where there should be music and music where there should be traffic. You just saw here. So you have to play around to really see which stations are going to function best for you. So you can go ahead and view all your line in if you've got a line coming in with another source. You can get some more music options. We'll take a look at that. Again, there's your last.fm, and you can add Sirius Stream. If you want to set some sort of alarms, you can do that as well. And the settings that you're going to get, let's take a look at the ZonePlayer settings. And this is the one that's set in my living room. And from here, you can control all your bass, your treble, your balance, your loudness, and do a complete reset, all right from your mobile device. One other thing that I want to add, since you do have to have the ZonePlayer connected to an internet jack, if you want to have this in a room where you don't have a router or you don't have internet connection, there's something Sonos has called a Zone Bridge, which is $99, which lets you plug in any set of speakers you want, and you can have your music stream that way. Just another option. Overall, I've been very impressed with the Sonos system. It worked really well, and the quality of the music was quite nice. However, it does come at a high price. $399 is certainly quite a premium. There are plenty of less expensive options available. If you are an audiophile and the quality of the music and the quality of the bass and the treble is of utmost importance to you, it's going to be a great investment. $399, you're going to get a really nice system that's a bit inconspicuous, it's small, you can put it off to the side, and that's going to rock your house. But if you just like to listen to casual music and you want to be able to have some sort of internet streaming, $499 or $399 is going to be a tough price point at $400. You may be better off looking elsewhere. So it's going to come down to what your music preference is. For me, I'd have a hard time justifying $400 on this, but again, I'm not the biggest audiophile. If you are, it'll certainly be a worthwhile investment. Hope you guys enjoyed. Is the Sonos system something that you're interested in? Is it not? Very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Be sure to check out the site for all your tech news and create and monetize your own tech blog. Interact with like-minded tech heads in our social network. And for exclusive content, check me out at Twitter, twitter.com/JohnFortLakers. I'm John Rettinger, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.